Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. I am the AMDM Lee. This is from Phantom Games. And I have some upsetting news. Very upsetting. I did not get the position that I applied for at Nord Games, but that's okay. I still love Nord Games. Nord Games is awesome. They had already found somebody to fill the position. Of course, that could have been just a form letter, but yeah, I'm just messing with you. The guys over at Nord Games, they put out great product, and whoever got the sales position is a lucky son of a bitch. So, congratulations on whoever got it. But don't forget, they're still looking for RPG writers. They're still looking for, where's my list? Well, at least they might be. Well, they're always looking for RPG game designers, board games and stuff, and artists in graphic design. So, I've got some modular ideas I'm going to be putting down to paper and then having somebody else edit because my writing is horrible. And I've got some board game ideas and some card game ideas that I might run past some people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So, they can expect to hear from me again. We will be working together at some point at some time. Keep that in mind, Nord Games. Of course, you could always sponsor me. Anyway. So, yeah, that's my unfortunate news. So, let's get back into this thing that we've been doing here for 20 days now. Well, today will be day 20. We're doing the 30 Days of Gamemastering Challenge. This was originally put up by triplecrit.com. Go check out their webpage. They got a lot of cool stuff over there. And I know some of these answers. Oh, man, I forgot all about that one for day 15. Oh, because today's answer and day 15 answer kind of going together. So, like yesterday was, what was your worst session? I don't recall ever having a worst session. So, I mean, because I love the game so much. I imagine it would have been one of those times where I just wasn't, I think I said it, I just wasn't into, was sick or something. But today, on day 20 of this challenge, we talk about your best session and why. My best session was in my homebrew game, my homebrew rule setting for Phantom. Just to put that out there. It still needs lots of refining and play testing, so if you want to play test, let me know. So, I decided to run a superheroes game in this. Running the game, and one of the players in this superhero game is secretly the main villain. So, what we would do is we would we had our first session. They stopped a bank robbery, caught the bad guy sitting away. Well, then the villain told me, hey, I want to talk to these bad guys. So we did a thing where he talked to the bad guys and convinced them to work for him or die. So now, the first 3 sessions was just me creating this world of supervillains. And then he starts getting these supervillains after they defeat them and putting them back to work. So then we would run a session and he would go, okay, here's what I want him to do now. So the next session, I'm playing I'm the bad guys. You know, I've got all the bad guys. So I'm running the henchmen. So we're running all out in the henchmen, and one of the heroes was asked for some modifications to it. It had something bad damage, severely bad damage. So he was getting some modifications to his legs. And he asked the main villain, who was also playing a hero, to install these modifications. So he did, as well as a bomb. That becomes important. So we get through the entire session, or through the campaign. This is over days and weeks, over weeks of game, and they finally get down into the fight the final boss, the final villain. And it was a beautiful moment when they're all like in there, and the guy who's playing the main villain The main villain's name is Ramses. Yes, I'm speaking about you, if you hadn't figured it out, Laura DM. So, the main villain, and this is going to piss off a couple of people, that's okay. The main villain, who's playing a hero called the Liberator. I can't do the voice, but he does it well. He goes, Ramses, where are you? Where are you? And then he stops and goes, oh yes, I'm right here. Changes into his villain outfit, blasts the speedster because that's the OP guy, turns and starts to blast somebody else. The guy who has the enhanced legs and the armor, he starts to move, and then Ramses looks at him and goes, oh yes, those aren't just speakers. Click, boom, blows him to bits. Oh my god, the silence in the game. The first words that were spoken after that was, you son of a bitch. People are throwing dice down, motherfucker. It was hilarious because there were 3 of us that were in on the game, because there had to be an extra character introduced, and he'd already known about it before he came and joined, so he had to be part of it to begin with. Oh my god, it was so glorious. My wife did not speak to me for a week. Well, she did. She was like, I'm not talking to you, and walked by. Oh, and she till to this day gets mad whenever we bring this up, but it was my best session ever. I loved it. It was a cooperation between GM and players to tell a great story. And it was one of my favorite game sessions. It was one of my favorite campaign sessions. I will never forget. Oh yeah, I'm right here, and those are not speakers. Click. That was my favorite game session. That was my best session because I worked with a player to tell a good story. That's the important thing to take from this. Work with your players to tell a good story. And that's all I got for now. So if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like is an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me reach 300 experience points so I can get the 2nd level. And don't forget, if you share the videos, I will give you 10 experience points for whatever you want. So, you know what? I got a 200 video coming up soon. I might have to do something. Alright, that's all I got for now, guys. I'll see you in the next game. Bye.